Hello everyone, myself Sriram. We are going to bring you the topic about natural environment. Generally, what is a natural environment? Everything present around us in our environment is called an environment. It includes all living and non-living things from our surroundings. The life of humans, animals is entirely dependent on the environment. The environment plays a major role in giving birth to new life and in growth of life and the survival. Due to increasing human population, environment is getting affected adversely. Knowing or unknowingly, we are causing the damage to the environment. Land, water, air, soil, food, minerals, metals. Our home civilization belongs on this to survive. Not yet strong growth of population today up to billions has increased rapidly. Means to increase the demand of depletion of these natural resources. This potentially leads to severe scarcity in future years ahead. If current practices continues, water scarcity occurs. Desertification, air pollution, loss of biodiversity, and lung degradation will be more in critical in these years ahead. Of these eventually have an impact of humans on our lives too. For example, forest provides a habitat to 77% globally. Unthreatened birds. Trade of human the trade Indian timber are estimated a very good level in the price of market 66 billions integrate people demand on this forest, which also contribute to livelihood of 1.6 billions worldwide yearly. Environment majorly affected are noise pollution, air pollution, water pollution, and land pollution. Now, my friend will explain deeply about this topic.
Hi everyone, my name is Harish Kumardi. I'm here today tell about the topic of renewable energy. Renewable energy means we already know that the crude oils are mainly as renewable energy. Today we are seeing that petrol price is going high everywhere because the crude oil in the sense of underground it's going decrease because we are using more oil. Even we are seeing that for 1 kilometer, less than 1 kilometer also we are using bikes so that the petrol is going very uh, petrol is going very well. So crude oil is a natural energy, but we are using more and more, so it is going to be decreased everywhere. As you know that renewable resources like water, solar power, and all that also is going decreasing. For this, we want to see that for this we want to increase walking and we want to do something to save the natural resources. Renewable energy, if we waste the renewable energy, it will not be created because renewable energy means it will not come afterwards used. And then my friend will continue.
Hi, my name is Chandra Harish. Now I'm telling about environmental pollution. Environmental pollution is not a new phenomenon. It remains the world's largest problem facing humanity and the leading environmental cause of mobility and morbidity. Man's activities through urbanization, industrialization, mining, and exploration are the forefront of global environmental pollution. Both developed and developing nations share this burden together, though awareness and stricter laws in developing countries have contributed to a larger extent in protecting the environment. Despite the global attention towards pollution, the impact is still being felt due to its several long-term consequences. Environmental pollution is one of the most serious global challenges. Wild-type organisms have a slower degradation rate of hazardous materials. Currently, advanced molecular biology tools, along with conventional approaches, allow us to rapidly degrade or accumulate hazardous materials from environments. This can help modify microorganisms to gain the ability to sense and degrade hazardous chemicals from contaminated sites, in turn allowing us to grow vegetation and improve crop productivity. Let's talk about social responsibility and economic viability. Environmental pollution represents an obstacle to the economical exploitation of coal deposits. In industrialized countries, the rules for protection of the environment are stricter than in developing countries. Thus, to get a license to open mines involves lengthy procedures, which in turn cause delay. Indian authorities have also started to put straightened conditions in place regarding environmental pollution. Consequently, ecological problems can be totally prevented, but such measures are costly. In the current Anthropocene, environmental pollution is a global problem that is inextricably linked with rapid industrialization and urbanization. Pollution hampers the environment's sustainability and ecosystem services. It is the unfavorable alteration of our surroundings solely and largely as a byproduct of man's actions through direct or indirect effects of the changes in the energy pattern, radiation levels, and chemical and physical constitution and abundance of organisms. This pollution is a global problem and in common to both developed as well as undeveloping countries. The decline in environmental quality as a consequence of pollution is evidenced by loss of vegetation, biological diversity, extensive amounts of harmful chemicals in the ambient atmosphere and in food grains, and growing risks of environmental accidents and threats to life support systems. Now my friend will continue the next topic.
Hi, I'm Manil Ray. Today my topic is natural resources. Natural resources can be defined as the resources that exist independent of human actions. These are resources that are around in the environment and are developed without the invention of humans. Common examples of natural resources include air, sunlight, water, soil, stone, plants, animals, and fossil fuels. Natural resources are naturally occurring materials that are useful to man or could be useful under conventional technological, economical man or be useful under conventional technological, economic, or social circumstances or supplies down from the earth. Supplies such as food, building and clothing materials, fertilizers, materials, etc. There are two types of natural resources: renewable resources and non-renewable resources. Resources that are available in infinite quantity and can be used immediately are called renewable resources. Example: forest, wind, water, etc. Resources that are limited in abundance due to their non-renewable nature and whose man run out in the future are called non-renewable resources. Examples include fossil fuels, minerals, etc. Major differences between renewable resources and non-renewable resources. Renewable resource, it can be renewed as it is available in infinite quantity. Once completely consumed, it can't be renewed due to limited stock. Renewable resource, sustainable in nature. Non-renewable resource, exhaustible in nature. The 5 most important natural resources are air, water, soil, iron, forest. Now my friend will.
Hello, Saishwar, continue with your topic.
Yeah, bro, I am continuing. Hey guys, now I am telling about air pollution. Air pollution is the presence of substances in the atmosphere that are harmful to the health of humans and other living beings or cause damage to the climate or to materials. There are different types of air pollution such as gases, ammonia, carbon monoxide, sulfur dioxide, and chlorofluorocarbons, both organic and inorganic. Air pollution may cause diseases, allergies, and even death to humans. It may also cause harm to other living organisms, such as animals and food crops, and may damage the natural environment. Both human activity and natural process can be generate air pollution. Air pollution is a significant risk factor for a number of pollution-related diseases, including respiratory infections, heart disease, COPD, stroke, and lung cancer. An air pollutant is a material in the air that can have adverse effects on humans and the ecosystem. The substance can be solid particles, liquid droplets, or gases. A pollutant can be of natural origin or man-made. Pollutions are classified as primary or secondary. Primary pollutions are usually produced by processes such as ash from a volcanic eruption. Other examples include carbon monoxide and sulfur dioxide. Ground level ozone is a prominent example of a secondary pollutant. Some pollutions may be their primary and secondary. They are both emitted directly and formed from other primary pollutants. Health effects. Even at low levels lower than those considered safe by United States regulators, exposure to three components of air pollution, fine particulate matter, nitrogen dioxide, and ozone, correlates with cardiac and respiratory illness. In 2012, air pollution caused premature deaths an average of 1 year in Europe and was a significant risk factor for a number of pollution-related diseases. Next, my friend will continue the same topic.
Hello everyone, I am Rashikar. I am going to tell about the climate change. Climate change includes both global warming driven by human emissions of greenhouse gases and resulting large-scale shifts in weather patterns. The largest driver of warming is the emission of greenhouse gases, which is more than 90% of carbon dioxide and methane. Fossil fuel burning for energy consumption is the main source of these emissions, with additional contributions from agriculture, deforestation, and manufacturing. The human cause of climate change is not disputed by any specific body of national and international standing. Temperature rise is accelerated or tempered by climate feedbacks such as loss of sunlight reflecting snow and ice water, increased water vapor. Temperature rise on land is about twice global average increase, leading to desert expansion and more common heat waves and wildfires. Temperature rise is also amplified in the Arctic. Its impacts on ecosystems include the relocation or extinction of many species as the environment changes, most immediately in coral reefs, mountains, and Arctic. Climate change threatens people with the food insecurity, water scarcity, flooding, infectious diseases, extreme heat, economic losses, and the displacement. These impacts have led the World Health Organization to call climate change the greatest threat to the global health in the 21st century. Many of these impacts are already felt at the current level of warming, which is about 1.2 degrees Celsius. The Intergovernment Panel on Climate Change (IPCC) has issued a series of reports that project significant increases in these impacts as warming continues to 1.5 degrees and beyond. Additional warning increases the risk of triggering critical thresholds called tipping points. Now my friend will continue. Thanks.
Hello everyone, myself Guru. Today my topic is about the importance of environment. Environment plays an important role in the healthy living of a human being. It matters because it is the only home that a human have, and it provides air, food, and other needs. Humanity entirely life support system depends on the well-being of all environmental factors such as forest, rivers, oceans, and soil provide us with the food we eat, the air we breathe, the water we irrigate our crops with. We also rely on them for numerous other goods and services. We depend on for our health, happiness, and prosperity. Through numerous ecosystem service, natural environment plays a fundamental role in our protecting health. Various populations depends on nature for basic material such as fresh water, food, fuel, and natural resources and nutritious food. Biodiversity in natural area are also necessary for regulation the environment and for immigration and adapting to environment change. This natural heat reducing effects also leasing the needs for a air conditioning system and as an consequently decrease energy spreading. Urban trees also supporting stormwater management, preventing floods and related health issues. Air population is a major threat to population health. So already we have discussed about the various factors that affects environment, but but urban trees sequentially pollutants and even through the effects may be relatively small. Given the severity of problem, it may still have some public health implications. The main motto of the environment is we need to save the environment, then our health and our prosperity will be good for us and our future. Then my friend Sai Kumar will continue the topic. Sai Kumar will continue the topic.
Like to explain about goals for the benefit of people and nations commonly expressed by environmental scientists and environmentalists include elimination of pollution and toxicants in air, water, soil, buildings, manufactured goods and food, preservation of biodiversity and protection of endangered species, conservation and sustainable use of resources such as water, land, air, energy, raw material, and natural resources, etc. Halting human-induced global warming, which represents pollution, a threat to biodiversity, and a threat to human population. Shifting from fossil fuels to renewable energy in electricity, heating, and cooling, and transportation, which addresses pollution, global warming, and sustainability. This may include public transportation and distributed generation, which have benefits for traffic congestion and electric reliability. Shifting from meat-intensive diets to largely plant-based diets in order to help mitigate biodiversity loss and climate change. Establishment of natural reserves for recreational purpose and ecosystem preservation. Sustainable and less polluting waste management includes waste reduction, reduce, reuse, recycle, composting waste to energy, and anaerobic digestion of sewage sludge. Reducing profligate consumption and clamping down on illegal fishing and logging, slowing and stabilization of human population growth. These are the challenges of environment. Next, my kilometer will continue. Thank you.
Okay, we discussed about the environment and that who will be continued the topic.
I'll briefly conclude this topic, Guru.
Okay, conclude and finish this topic.
How to achieve this pollution prevention by reducing the use of plastic bags, and we can use, if a user can avoid them or burn them, we can reduce the pollution prevention. Buying the energy efficient products recommended by energy protection agencies, and we should use different types of energies. We should use like solar energy and natural renewable resources mainly. We should not throw plastic bags and plastic bags everywhere, and we should use recycle bins to recycle and makes less waste in the environment. By following environmental sciences helps us to understand the relation with the environment and informs you to attempt to solve the prevention problems. Solving environmental problems move us towards the health, peace, and prosperity. Environmental science can help us to balance the solutions and environment problems. Thanks for everyone for joining this meet. Thank you.
Okay.